All right, 24-hour Crosskart challenge. We are building this thing in under 24 hours. That is the goal. Basically, all we have right now is the tubing in big chunks. We have our parts, and we're just gonna full send it. We don't even have the tube bender here yet, but we will get to that. All right, it is almost 1 o'clock. It is 12:59 right now.
We're starting right at 1 o'clock.
Let's see what.
Turns to 1.
Oh boy. All right. I won't give you any measurements until it's truly time to start.
It's truly time.
Yeah, wait for it. My cursor is on the. What? Now go.
Okay, 24 hours starts right now.
All right.
So, here you go, I'm gonna give you this.
Okay. All right, Red. Okay, 47 and a half, and do
Okay.
2 of those.
2 times 47 and a half.
Out of that tubing.
Okay.
And
You need the door open?
I'm gonna start cutting while I'm doing it, so I have 8 marks.
Yeah.
I also have geometry tools.
Okay, so this is the base. It's the main frame section that the seat will mount to, and then the suspension will come off of the ends. We're gonna get it welded up real quick. Okay. The gas is definitely not on. Okay. Brad, am I good to fully weld this if I check the measurement on it?
Yeah, I'd say so. Are those settings good for this thickness?
I think so.
We'll find out.
23 exactly. 23 exactly.
Nice. Yeah.
What it's supposed to be.
Send it.
Got our base here. We've checked that it's within a 1/16 of an inch of square. And let's see. We're gonna want it this side down. So essentially, if you look at the design,
Oops. This is this bottom just
rectangle here. All this rear suspension stuff goes off of it, and then so does the cross members. So what we'll do next is start making these pieces for the rest of the base, and then we can start doing the cage structure.
Okay, good.
Okay, so if we were smart, we would have actually done the opposite of what we've done here. We would have made these go to the end here, so we have a nice flat surface to build the other pieces off of. But now we just have these nice gaping holes. Oh well, live and learn. So what we're gonna do is grind this weld nice and flat, and then make a piece that can go like this. So we just have a nice flat surface to weld suspension tabs onto. And I mean, it'll be an extra thick spot anyways, because we'll have weld all the way around it. So for the future, if we have a heavier engine or anything like that, we don't ever have to worry about tabs ripping out. So really, this is more of a blessing than a curse, but is a little less simple than it could be. All right, update number 1. We are an hour and 45 minutes in, and we have the main chassis section complete. We've got some nice thick spots to put rear suspension mounts on, and then capped the front. So we'll add the tubes angling inward next. These guys are currently getting the tube benders. Rhett cut out all of the roll cage bars, so getting there. Okay, so we are currently working on these front frame points, so they'll be 78 degrees cut inward and then 5 degrees tilted up. So we're going to cut the 78 degree first.
78 or 12, we'll see. Gotta get this spot on. You're gonna want to line it. That's approximate, but.
Okay.
And then if we could get it right on one, we'll use it as a
template. Okay,
Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, so what we're running into right now is between welding these plates onto the ends and then obviously using a not necessarily perfectly flat table to make this, we have a bit of a twist in the whole thing. So we're going to heat up these two joints with a torch and then try to push down on that side to flatten it.
Right, keep it going a little bit as we set it down there. So you'll stand on that corner.
Yeah.
And you too, Sam. Okay.
And should we start heating that corner as you do
No, we can just let that cool. Okay, try that, Sam. Stand heavy on where that is.
It's touching
Okay.
it.
Yeah, and then we just wait. Let that cool.
Okay. So that did basically nothing. So we're gonna get
oxyacetylene on it instead of just the little propane gas torch. So yeah, big man fire coming now. Because I think we need it to be like red hot in order to make any actual difference.
Want more bend, like the maximum
Okay,
bend.
so since we're heating it, I'm not gonna get a full
So we
cutting.
want this down to
Well,
maximum.
that's not even a cutting tip. That's just a welding tip.
Yep.
So you're not
Yeah,
gonna
but
have-
that's
That'll
fine.
cut,
Well,
right?
no, it should be all right from
Like
the
that?
distance. Yeah,
There you go.
like that.
You want to hold it up again? Or should we-
Yeah, you can hold that up and just heat all four sides right here, like about a ½ inch in.
Here, you Sam, you go around me. Don't light me on fire.
You ready? Come over here and hit this right there.
It's good. Just push the trigger.
And it'll light.
All it is you just push it. Oh,
That's really hot.
yeah. Keep going though. Keep on this side. It's only on that side.
Yeah.
Samuel!
Too much.
Yeah, like that.
There you go. That's my first one.
Get on there, boys. Get over here, Josh. Get on there, Brett. See your tire. Okay, I'm just stand here. Yeah.
That's better.
Hey, hey, that's way better.
That's pretty.
That's almost got it, boys.
That's good.
That's
enough.
that is less than a 16.
Awesome. That's insane. That
Dang.
works so
Holy
good.
crap. That was the
Yeah,
big
that's like a 16th of an inch. We're fine with that. So that'll work. Okay, good job.
Dang.
All right, so we've kind of done like the hardest of the angling work with this frame that we're building. We've got a couple things to add, namely the rear engine mounts and all that stuff. But yeah, this is good. So we've got some miter joints for those. So those will go on next.
Yeah. Like,
Yep.
it'll fit like.
Yep.
You can't fit a bolt back there. It's gonna just go all the way through.
Okay,
So,
I get it. So we have to drill a hole in that.
I almost forgot, and I was ready to start welding all this together.
Yeah. Okay. Where exactly do we need to drill that hole?
This can determine the other pieces, but I'm just center.
Okay. So pick however far we want it from.
And I need to.
Origin,
So we're
yeah.
using the biggest.
Sneak peek at the engine we're using. Little Predator motor with a little CVT.
So it needs to fit these bushings.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use the step bit, anyways. But
We'll probably want to go. We'll want to have at least a ½ inch of clearance between.
I would
the head.
say like.
Yeah. So.
But this is a totally different and wild orangutan.
All right, so essentially what we're doing right now is we have these bars that come up off of the frame rails. We'll have there, and then in the back. And then the door bar essentially follows the frame. Okay, so this is for, oh nice. So we had to take a little bit off here just because of this welded plate that we did. We might have to,
The bottom is way too big still.
Take
So
a
these here and here are way too big.
okay. And then the other thing I just got done with is these will be for the door bars that run the entire length of the car. So these just are the supports. And then I just did this cross member real quick. So this front section is basically ready for that next step, which is going to be to bend that door bar thing. So we'll do that once we have that on, because then we can put the last of the supports onto it. Go for it.
You're wearing a grinding mask.
No!
All right, so we got the engine mount plate thing welded on. The bottom chassis is all done, and now we're getting ready to get that next piece all bent up. All right, so 17 hours, 41 seconds, 41 minutes left. And we're doing all right. I've got seat mounts made. That's what I've been working on for a little bit. So those, we can drill a hole now and mount it straight down to the frame here. And then Rhett has been working on these bent tubes. So that will go act as a door bar and then go back and act as an engine cage back here. So that looks freaking awesome. And was super complicated and
That was trial and error.
trial and error. Dude, the tube bender just complicates everything. That is a freaking complex
It's not even its
tool.
fault. We're just dumb, I guess. I don't
But anyways, we're doing good. We've made a lot of progress. So we're gonna go take a break and eat some food. It is currently, what time is it, Rhett?
It is 7:20.
7:20. All right, so we're doing good. And we've got 17 hours and 40 minutes left. So yeah, we're gonna take a little break and eat. Dan is over here working on the engine,
Throttle here.
working on getting that thing running. So doing all right.
That's a really good. Like,
All right, we just got back from eating some food, took a little break, got some liquids. Gonna boot the CAD model back up and get started getting these sidebars in. Here we go. Doing good. Kind of starting to feel a little tired, but not bad.
Oh yeah, babe! Oh yeah, babe! Oh.
All right, 15 hours left. And we have basically the bottom half of our Crosskart. Got it all welded up. It's looking nice and straight and good. Welds are looking pretty nice. And then Rhett's got the roof halo built.
It'll go kind of
So somewhere
here.
around here. And then we'll have obviously the windshield bars and everything. It's getting exciting. This thing is starting to come together. And it's honestly like almost perfectly straight. Like this thing is nice.
Besides those two.
Yeah, we made a little mistake where that bend is bent on the wrong side of a marked line. So essentially that bend is farther forward than that one. So if you look, those two bends don't quite align.
Other than that, everything is perfect.
Other than that, everything is perfectly straight. And honestly, with the seat in, you probably won't even be able to tell. And obviously it won't affect anything structurally. So we were like, well, let's just roll with it. So yeah, going pretty smoothly, I would say. Knock on wood.
Oh yeah, man!
All right, so we got the first roof panels on. Tubes rather. And now what we're gonna do is make the ones that go from here down to there, and the front ones that go from here down to there. And I'm gonna get started welding all these joints. So I'm gonna set you guys up with a time lapse and we'll start going at it. All right, so we have 14 hours left. We've been at it for 10 hours. And we have this. So we're getting there. We've got the roof structure and then we're getting these supports done. This one's almost there, but we just need to notch a little bit more off. So we cut down on that gap. And then we're getting started on the next one as well. So we're gonna finish that one up, get those supports welded in, then we'll do these rear ones. But yeah, it's getting kind of like down to the wire with the welders because the nice one ran out of wire. This one still has a little bit, but we're down to one gas canister and not that much wire, so kind of unforeseen, but we're gonna have to take a run tomorrow early in the morning to get some wire. But yeah, I think we're feeling all right. I'm a little tired. How are you doing, Rhett?
I don't know. I'm not even conscious right now.
Rhett's going with the motions. Should rev it up one more time. Never mind.
I don't think he can hear you.
How you doing, Rhett?
Still not conscious.
Yeah. Brett has been doing suspension geometry things for a long time, and I have been finishing these stupid things up, which had the most complex tube notches ever, and it was really annoying and very frustrating, but I finally got them done. And Brett's been... What? Yeah, blame the engineer. We are almost halfway done. We have 20 minutes until we are halfway through the challenge. And we have the frame pretty much done. Obviously we haven't welded tabs on for suspension or anything, but that's super easy. Frame is all welded up as well.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm tired. I'm sick of welding. And, but I'm doing all right. Feeling a little burnt out. Time for a little break. Get some water, get some food. It's getting late. It is currently, oh man, what time is it?
What?
It is currently 12:41 a.m.
Gosh.
We've been at it since 1, so yeah. Yep, almost 12 hours, and yeah, it's getting pretty crazy. Holy cow. All right, we are 12 hours and 15 minutes in. We just got back from taking a little break. We're probably gonna keep working for a few more hours and then sleep for a little bit. So in the meantime, Rhett's getting those rear arms welded up that he's been working on. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. I had a plan of a thing I needed to do, but Rhett, you're gonna have to remind me what it was, because I forgot.
Make the mount for the steering wheel.
Make the mount for the steering wheel. Figure out the steering system. Right. Okay, I'm gonna get on that. So we have this Volkswagen Beam. Essentially, this is our backup plan. We wanna make A-arms, because that'd be way better. But we don't know if we have enough material for it because we've run out of what we thought would be enough. So what we're gonna do is keep this as a backup plan. We were gonna use the box no matter what, but obviously it's a single seat center drive car, so we can't just have it way over here even if we do use the beam. So I'm gonna pull this off, figure out a way to mount it. I think I have an idea already of how I can get that started. And I probably need to grease this because it's a little, it's not terrible, but definitely hasn't been greased in a while. So yeah, we're gonna get started on that.
So this is the capacity, right?
I think so. I don't remember.
Okay. It hasn't gone down, so we're clearly not using one.
Dude, 13-year-old me used grade 8 bolts? No way. I didn't know I did that.
Good job, Sam.
Good job, little me. Just wiggle it through there. Okay, so I think that we can. We'll have to make different tie rods, but that'll be easy. We can literally just cut these and weld up some new ones. But I think we can mount. I think we can go like this. Mount this somewhere. It'll probably have to be lower. I think it'll probably have to be lower. That's not gonna work. still have to mount it slightly offset. We can get a U-joint, maybe? So I think if I mount this right here, we can just run a shaft straight to the steering wheel, right in the middle. And then I'll take these tie rods off and flip them over so that they're not gonna hit this bar. Yeah, I think that'll work fine. So I'm gonna get started on that. I think this mount will work, but I'll just have to like throw a tiny bit of weld on it. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. That's what I'm thinking about, putting that as far forward, because we can always make a longer steering shaft. Buy as much room as we can.
Okay, because at ideal ride height, this is not that far up,
Yeah.
but it is like directly in the way. So it might be better to have those at the front.
At the front. So I need that thing as far forward as I can get it.
Okay.
So I think just mounting it right there. On that, it's not gonna look cool, but like
It'll be functional.
It's
and then
gonna
we can
look-
fix it later.
it's gonna look kind of steampunk and interesting. So here's what I'll actually do: is I'm just gonna find center point, weld with the steel. So I can just weld this bottom part straight to a tube, and then that way I don't have to remove any material. That was not the one I was hitting. I mean, cool, but that's weird. I'm just gonna sit the helper device.
Yeah.
Thread the little. Steering column that I went out and stole from my buggy project. And so we'll wrap the steering wheel with like grip tape or something to just make it like nicer. But essentially I welded this crossbar in place, and then that will sit on like a tab and just through bolt to these bolt holes right here. Alright, it's 6:21 a.m. 6 hours and 38 minutes left. We slept for a few hours. I think we went to bed last night at like 3-ish in the morning. Shop lights are warming up, so got a nice green tint going, but look what we got done last night. This is actually crazy. This didn't exist yesterday, which is freaking awesome. So we're going to grind and lock the frick in and see what we can't get done. And there go the lights. They're finally warmed up. Okay. I'm tired, but I'm doing better than I was last night. I feel like I got a taste of sleep and now I want more, but the sleep did help. I think I can definitely see us getting this done. So we're gonna freaking grind. I'm gonna drink a little coffee. We're gonna go for it. How are you feeling, Reggie?
I need some freaking.
Oh no. All right, 4 hours and 10 minutes left. How are you feeling, Rhett?
I don't know. There's a lot to do.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm feeling.
I don't know what the chances are of getting this done are, to be honest.
I mean, this is already crazy to have done in such a limited amount of time. We're gonna see if we can get it rolling, but I made this thing. That's gonna be so that's gonna go in the center right behind the engine, and then our U-joints, wherever those are. U-joints we'll weld them straight to here. I've got an hour and 45 minutes left. My dad just left to get a bunch of bolts so that we can put the drivetrain together. Brett's working on the axles right now. I've drilled all the holes we need to drill for the motor mount, and everything fits up as it should. And then the rear arms are all welded up, and pretty much we're waiting on some tabs for mounts, and yeah, we're kind of just putting a bunch of random stuff together right now, and we're gonna see how far we get. So, getting there. It's starting to really come together right now. It's pretty cool. We have 1 hour left. These guys have been working on the axles, and I have been welding up the front arms. And yeah, 1 hour left. All right, so we have got less than a half hour left. Safe to say I don't think we're getting this done. But we tried and tried and tried and tried, and we made it pretty far. And I'm honestly really happy with what we've made. So I've got everything kind of mocked up right now. You can see how the engine and transmission are going in. The mounts line up beautifully. And our little drive unit back there is going to work nicely. And then, yeah, it all fits nicely with extra space for a bigger engine someday. Seat, steering wheel, steering, everything's working good. These rear arms came out looking pretty nice, but we're probably gonna have to either heavily modify them or remake them because some measurements got messed up. And try as we might, we're not probably gonna make them work as they are, but they look sick. We got the upper control arms all made. They turned out pretty decent. I think they'll work. We've been making a bunch of tabs and all that stuff. So we've just got like everything almost ready to like finish putting things together, but we just ran into a couple issues that kind of stopped us. And Rhett's drilling out holes in these wheels because our hubs have a different lug pattern, and it's kind of these are four-wheeler tires, and the lug pattern is kind of weird. We couldn't really find any hubs with the same lug pattern. So we just drilled it out, works just fine. So not quite the result we wanted, but that's okay. We tried really hard. Oh yeah, forgot about these. These are plunge axles. So essentially as the suspension moves up and down throughout its travel, obviously that will get welded to that U-joint. As the suspension moves up and down, we'll have that plunge. And these are just made out of square tubing, and they had to do a ton of work to get these to actually nicely freely plunge, but they work really well. So those are gonna be sick. And yeah, so anyways, not quite what we wanted, but that's okay. We tried, and it has been almost 24 hours. I'm very tired.
You know, like when it's kind of the end of the football game and like the losing team knows they're gonna lose and everybody like walks off the field with like a minute remaining.
Yep. It's kind of what we're doing. I am freaking wiped out.
We're still gonna finish this.
We're gonna finish this thing because it's sick, obviously. But this was fun. This was also miserable, but it was also fun. It was a lot of things. Yeah. Subscribe, I guess.
Are we letting the clock count down to 0? Yes.
Yeah, we are. Right, you should hop in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and there we are. And we have officially failed. That was a lot of fun, though.
Now it's nap time.
Now it's nap time.